What's good, guys and girls of YouTube? It's your boy Justin Omoi, and I'm here. I'm gonna try and stand still for today, not really move back and forth like I always do. I want to see how clean I can get, I guess. But anyways, I'm here with the video explaining the reason why you hear sounds differently within, like earbuds. It sounds different on the phone. It sounds different on the speakers. I'm going to explain the reason why today. The reason why you would hear a sound differently between, let's say, a Beats by Dre Solo HD headphones, which I got, and let's say one of those little mixer headphones that I got, the one with the... I didn't want to move. And with headphones like these, which are, used for mixing and mastering, well, mixing sounds. Preferably, you could do mastering with it as well. Shit, I moved again. But yes, then you got your phone, of course. You got earbuds, the skull candies that prioritize on bass, so you'll hear a lot of boom, 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 all that bass. And then lastly, we got, things like your monitor speakers or your car speaker, any loudspeaker that you hear. Maybe your TV if you want.
Just get to the point, man. Why does it sound different?
Well, the reason why it sounds different is because the frequency response. Frequency response, like I said before, is a chart that shows you the response of the frequencies basically that it attains. So if you see a frequency response like with more of a bass curve, you're going to see the gain, it goes upwards, so it gains up more during those frequencies. Certain sounds probably can't be played or will be played pertaining to the entertainment of that style. Now what I mean there is Skull Candy has that vibe of always shaking your ears, giving you the ear candy, giving you the bass that you like. So in their case, they would raise up some of the bass, even though it'll be directly into your ears. That's going to be something that they specialize in. That's the word to say. Consumer headphones are always going to have a different frequency response, a different listening curve to their sounds. Sennheisers are ones who a lot of people say, oh my god, they're high quality. Mainly because they would be more of a high curve in their frequency response, or perhaps flat. It gives you a clear listening level because the people who are saying that are the people who are mixing the songs. Now for people who are mixing songs, aka most likely you when you are mixing your songs, this is going to be a flat response, or at least a flat response with a little bit of advancement under the highs to have a better high listening. Like in my case, remember you seen my video with the AKG 240 Mark II, the one that's still hanging there on the wall. The reason why I acted like that in the video was because it didn't have the highs that I liked. And that is something that has to do with the, the curve of their own style. I prefer Samsung because they got the better high curve. So you may listen to a song on your phone and you're like, wow, where's the bass at? The reason why you don't hear the bass is because it's playing out of a phone. If it had a lot of bass, it will end up shaking the phone, maybe messing some components in the phone, or probably they don't want to have an over electrical surge with the phone, being with the wavelengths and all that. I don't know. It just doesn't have enough bass for you to hear unless you put your ear right to it. Now, the reason why is because with phones, you don't have it in your ear, so you don't hear the bass as much needed, and it's not big enough to give you a loudspeaker, a driver, an ear, boom, boom, boom. It's small, it's a phone, it's not gonna give you that. But how come when I listen to, many major artists' music or higher upper artists' music, and I listen to it on my phone, I hear bass? Oh, you do? Is it bass, or is it going to be the lower mid of the bass, aka the around 120 hertz, aka this is the bass that a lot of people miss out. They don't even care about. They only care about the wobble, the wub, the 80 hertz. Now the reason why you could probably hear that is due to mastering, or due to having a bass that prioritizes within those hertz. With mastering, the reason why you would hear it after you master it is because with mastering we are given it the needed effects to be able to be heard within many different mediums, aka compression, bass emulation, tape emulation, well, I don't know what that jump was, but all these things would balance out the sounds in one, and two, give you an emulation, the bass emulation, to be heard at a higher hertz frequency level. Now this is going to be where you hear those bass, in your phone. Last but not least, let's talk about cars, because a lot of people listen to their songs in their cars to test out their songs, and that is an awesome way to do it. I highly encourage people who do have cars to do that. I don't got a car. My brother got a car. My mom got a van. Now, let's say you listen to it in your car and you feel like it doesn't have the same feel as it does in your headphones or any other style. It has a way different sound hearing. What could it be? Of course, it could be the whole frequency response again, having more of a lower bass, upper bass, all that stuff. Or it could be that you have an EQ set in the song. Or not the song, my bad, in the car. A lot of things that affect how you hear your sounds, especially in the car. It'll be all the wiring, of course. It'll be the tweeters, the sub bass, all that, all the cones that you use to listen to. It could be the same interface that it uses to play the music. The whole little rectangle shit where you put the shit in the shit. All that amp box that you use, you little tweak it with a little screwdriver. Those things can all affect how you hear your sounds. And as I said with the whole consumer thing, the audience, they have their own curve, their own liking of hearing. That's the point of having these headphones. That's the point of having, $10 headphones. Then you buy it and then you expect it to be the best, but it's not the best. And then you're like, oh, that's why it's $10. Nothing bad about the $10. In fact, I do also encourage you to use the $10 to listen with that, to see how that feels on your song when you're mixing and mastering. Yeah. But either way, just know that there is so many different products, so many different frequency response charts, so many different ways, so many different likings, so many different ears, because people have different ways of listening to things too. Bats can hear loud frequencies, if I recall. Dogs can hear that thing too, like the... If your dog is barking, that's my fault. But just know that if you are mixing it and it feels good to you in the mix and as well as mastered, that is going to be, the overall what you have to worry about. Trust me, if you listen to it with, let's say Skull Candy is like, yo, there's not too many highs, I want to put some highs in. And then you go into your music program, raise the highs. All the highs is going to mess up your, mix overall, because not everyone is going to use the Skull Candies that you like. If you want, you can make a version for your Skull Candy so you feel nice with the highs. And yeah, you'll be good. That is it for reasons why we hear sounds differently within our, likings. Thumbs up the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to your boy Justin Omoi. Go over here to the social links if you want to follow me, because, you might need it as a necessity, I don't know, to, having a better life. Of course, the camera's gonna stop. And I moved! Dang it! So yes, with all that being said, thank you for watching. Hopefully this helps you guys and girls out in understanding, and peace. I'm out.